Previously, we have discussed peer pressure surrounding career choice. We discussed how it could create disorientation, distraction, discouragement, etc. We also discussed how one could avoid that and make their own career choice. But being able to figure out what you want to do and how to achieve it on your own is not exactly a walk in the park. So here we are to help you understand the entire process of making a solid career choice and then making it work on its optimal level. So here we talk about career choice. While growing up, we kept hearing from our parents that performing well in class 10 or class 12 is all we need to do to make it big in our careers. Then it seemed that getting into a good college would do the trick. But even before college ended, we were split between continuing with our future education or grabbing a job. So all confused, we took to the internet to find our answers. Luckily, the internet has the answers, but only when you know where to look. Now that you have reached this video, we are going to try to give satisfactory answers. So getting started, the most important thing you need to do is stop overthinking. Stop those thoughts that handicapped you from targeting your dream job. Then start with a step-by-step and organized process. The first step is assessing yourself. Before making a decision about your future, you need to assess your present. That is, who you are. What are your interests? What are your soft skills? What are your weaknesses? What's your appetite? These factors make an occupation, a job, a work into a perfect fit as your career. You can use aptitude tests, self-assessment tools, or consult a counselor, but make sure you answer the questions honestly. Now, once you have a clear idea, make a list of occupations to explore. By giving the test and using the tools or creating a list, you will be able to find several career options to explore. Organize all the prospective answers into a master list. This list should include both the occupations you have some idea about and those you are yet to learn about. Once you create the list, you will be thrilled to have narrowed down the options to a scalable number. Now it's time to explore the occupations on your list. Here you're required to find the essential details about each occupation on your list. There are always pros and cons that you need to consider. Keeping your location, background, availability, comfort, all in mind. Go through the job descriptions. Find the educational, training, and licensing-based requirements on published sources. After you have done a good research on the occupations of the master list, create a short list. Based on your research so far, eliminate the careers you don't want to pursue anymore and keep those that have intrigued you. Going forward, it is advisable to connect with people who are presently working on the jobs you have shortlisted. By interacting with them, you will find more about the practical aspects of those jobs, which will help you gain more clarity. Actually, all those times that your parents have asked you to speak to this uncle or that neighbor about their job can give you a healthy insight. Finally, you are ready to make your final move. Depending on all the research that you have done, all the information that you have gathered, you will be able to decide which line of work attracts and suits you the most. However, you must remember that this is not necessarily the last decision you make regarding your career. It is indeed a big decision and we all want to get it right the very first time. But do-overs are completely fine. So don't be harsh on yourself and have a liberal approach. I can say this with my own experience that there are n number of people who studied something, then gained experience in something else, and then eventually realized that their strength is somewhere else and have settled for a different but fulfilling career. And they were able to do so because they did not give up on themselves and kept learning. Just remember, you are your own strength.